we're going to talk about what to do when you get to the range. Typically, when people come to the range, what I see is people have their bucket of balls. So they come down with their bucket of balls, they throw them on the ground, and they grab a club and they just start swinging. Okay? If you go to a PGA Tour event, LPGA Tour event, what you're going to see is you're going to see them warming up. Now, typically, what most of the pros have done is they've gone to the fitness trailer before the round and they've done some cardio, they've done some exercise to get their heart rate going, and then they've done some stretching. Now, I know that we're not all PGA Tour pros and LPGA Tour pros, so I'll show you what I normally do when I get to the range, and I do this anywhere. I'm not saying you have to do what I do, but you should come up with some warm-up activity before you hit balls to warm your muscles up. Okay, so what I normally do when I get to the range is I take my sand wedge, I place it over my shoulders, and I do some helicopter lunges. And this is basically how long it takes me to go through my warm-up routine. Then after I do 4 or 6 of those, 2 or 3 on each leg, then I do forward lunges. So all I'm doing is taking the back of my hand and placing it up against the back of my head and trying to bring my elbow as close to my ankle as possible in a lunge position. Now I'll go ahead and do some squats. If you can't do squats with the club overhead, you can always do squats with your arms across your chest like so. Then I do some side lunges. And then I'll do some toe touches. What I do is I take a towel, because I really can't touch my toes, so it's really hard for me. So I take a towel, I wrap it up like so, roll it into a ball, place 2 balls out in front of me, put my toes on top of the golf balls, and I do my toe touches. I'll do anywhere from 5 to 10. And then I'll put my heels on the golf ball. Same thing, 5 to 10. And I'm squeezing the towel as hard as I can. Helps me get all the way down to the ground. Then once I do that, then I'm going to do some shoulder exercises with my thumbs up, thumbs out, thumbs in. Then I do some push-pull, so pull as hard as I can, push as hard as I can, pull, push, pull, circles forward, circles backwards, swim forwards, swim backwards. Now I'm going to bring my forearm together, so forearm presses, then palm presses, and then forward and backwards, side to side, go back to forearm presses but overhead. And then arm circles, forward and backwards. Now for those of you that have been at club golf for a while, I know that you've seen these, especially the shoulder exercises and the helicopter lunges and the squats. So it should be pretty easy. And then I also throw in some torso rotation, some pelvic rotation, and then some pelvic tilts. So butt out, butt in, butt out, butt in. Then once I finish that, I don't go straight into a full swing. I'll either go to the putting green or I'll start with little wedges. And I'll just finish with this. But I always take practice swings before I hit wedges so I can develop a feel for how far I want this ball to go. So I only want this ball going probably 15 yards. take my practice swings, see a couple balls on the front of the range there, and then hold my finish for a good balanced finish. Bring in another ball, take a couple practice swings, look for my target, nice and smooth, and then I'd probably hit, say, 10 balls with that length, and then make a bigger swing, say a 50-yard shot. Now I'd normally take a practice swing first. I'm rushing. Good tempo here. Good. Nice and smooth. So that's my warm-up for when I get to the range. I'm not saying you have to do my warm-up, but I would love to see everybody do a warm-up so that they become consistent in what they do. If you can warm your muscles up before, it makes it much easier to swing a golf club, and if you can get into a consistent routine, you can make your game more consistent. Everybody always wants consistency in their game. Well, to me it starts not only from once you get to the range, but even before, from what you eat. But getting to the range and having a good consistent warm-up will help you be more consistent. Give that a try.